Hi, hi, hi. Hey. Hey everyone. What is up? What is up? We're just going to wait a little bit as I'm waiting for you all to pop on and join me live today. Post this little bad boy here. So, yes, it is June, and yes, I am in a sweater. So, I am so cold today. It's crazy how cold I am. I have my little tank top, my little summer piece right here, but I was like, and I have my Apple sweatshirt on, but I want to, be a little fashionable during today's training, so I was like, I'm just going to put my little sweater on. But I do want to say hello to everyone who is joining me live. Let me know who's live. Say what's up to me and everything. Happy to have you here, and hello to all the replayers. Thank you so much for catching the replay. I have, for everyone who isn't familiar, I'm Kristina, and I manage the group. I own the group and everything, and I love it and everything. I own Husband Charm Cakes and Pastries here in Colorado, and I own Cake and Success, where I help my cake designers really charge the prices that they want, double their bookings, and really have a cake business that they love, and maybe doing it full time if that's something that you want to do. I love it. And you guys, I haven't been live in about a week. I've been like hustling my butt off, just trying to clean up a lot of things in my business that really required me to use a certain amount of focus. So I do apologize that I haven't been able to be live with you guys. I've just been really just transitioning a lot of things in my business, just doing a lot of stuff, but that shouldn't happen again because it's pretty much wrapped up. Whenever I'm feeling like I'm making a change, I feel like this happens with everyone. Hi, Erica. Hello. And whenever I feel like, you're making a change in the way that you make money or operating, there's a lot of resistance and everything to require me to do a lot of focus. So I just kind of I have to kind of focus on certain things and everything like that. And adding better systems is just a lot of things to help make this group better, to really allow me to earn money in a better, easier way. So, and I do want to be back and just really, I'm going to add some group moderators to the group. I know I've been saying that, but it's something that I'm going to be doing within the next week to 2. So I'm really excited about having some group moderators in the group to help monitor a lot of the conversations that are going on within the threads and everything. A lot of things can be hidden in the threads, a lot of bickering, a lot of conversations, just to really help make this an amazing community. So I've been putting some systems to really help make that an easier transition and everything like that. What else have I been up to? And I have some group moderators who are going to be supporting me. Wei, if that's how I pronounce your name, hello, you are new to my live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have any questions about this topic, let me know. Get your comments flowing and everything. This shouldn't really be a long live stream topic. I'm just going to share with you my views on putting your pricing on your website, and probably even branch into pricing when someone actually reaches out to you and everything like that, and my views and my experiences with that whole shebang and everything. And that's another thing. If you haven't registered for my training, I have my training, Double Your Booking, Double Your Pricing, which is pinned to the top of this thread. Join me as I really share with you everything that you really need to learn to really double your bookings and your pricing in your cake business. So you really start to understand what changes that you need to do in order to really shift your cake business in the new direction. It's a free workshop, and I am happy to be hosting it with you. So we're going to jump right into it. So let me know who's live and what's up. I did a little spill earlier today. Hi, Charmaine. Hello. Thank you for joining me. So I saw this question. I saw a thread about this last week. I don't remember what it was, but whenever I see things, I jot it down to then talk about it later on and everything. And I know I've talked about this probably months and months ago. I know I talked about this, but since then the group has quadrupled. So I'm like, okay, let me talk about this again. So my thoughts about this, and Jasmine, I see your question. I'm going to get back. I'm going to get to that. So about pricing and everything, about putting your prices on your website. Now, this is something to where I kind of feel like is it's something to where it doesn't have to be so complicated as I think a lot of us are making it out to be in terms of like pricing, what should we put on our website and everything like that. And I really think that the easier you can make your business, the better. I found that I'm just kind of been throughout this entrepreneurial journey, and I found that I need to make things easy, simple, very streamlined, so I'm running a very sound business instead of just like all these like ambivalent type of things, or I don't know about this, I don't know about that, and everything like that. How to really make my business very not soundproof, but very systematic, to where when people are coming into my business, they know what prices that I'm charging, about what their cakes are going to be costing them before they even come in for a tasting with me. So then when they come in, we're just really talking about, you know, the design, their event, and everything. Of course, pricing is talked about during the cake consultations that I have, but it's not going to be this whole sticker shock, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was going to be like this amount, you know, like let's can the drama and everything like that, and really just leave those customers who are not going to pay our pricing, you know, at home, and they don't really need to be coming into our cake tastings, you know, wasting our time and everything like that. So with that being said, I really feel like if you should have your pricing on your website, but I will say this, and I've said this countless of times before. I haven't said it recently because I haven't been promoting perfectly priced your cakes, but you know, all cakes are not priced equally, meaning that if a cake is that you charge a cake for $850, that's like a four-tier cake that took you maybe 8 hours to design. It shouldn't be the same as another cake that you are quoting someone else. Not all cakes should be equal, because it's going to take different amount of time to design, different expenses, you're paying yourself different and everything like that. So that really means that no price should be the same for whatever cakes that you're selling. I price my cakes all the way down to the penny. So, which goes back to your website. I really feel like you should have about a range of what your price I realistically are going to charge your clients, because I really think it's going to be hard to say, oh, it's going to cost this or that. And when someone kind of gives you a cake and say, hey, what's going to be the quote for this? It's going to be so different, because we have the serving sizes are going to be different. It may take you a longer or short amount of time and everything. So I really feel like having a really good range is going to be helpful, but I really do believe that you need to have a minimum amount to actually work with you. And I changed mine, and I learned this from Maggie Austin. She told us to not do a minimum of cost per slice. She taught us to do a minimum amount to book. And I've been doing that, but I've been saying cost per slice and minimum amount to book, but I stopped saying cost per slice and just stuck with the minimum amount to book. So then really customers are going to do the cost per slice for what they really want to pay, and times that by whatever, and then they're going to determine if that's going to be in your budget or not. But they're also going to be looking at your website. Your website should be selling for you, and really just inviting the customers who are going to be a great fit for your company, and really just push away the customers who are not. So your website should really be doing a lot of the selling for you. But I really do think that you really should have your pricing on your website for your cupcakes, for standard buttercream cakes, because you pretty much do sell those cakes. Like cupcakes should be the same amount. And I'm not talking about like toppers and all that type of stuff, like standard cupcake and everything. Like standard buttercream cakes, I sell mine for the same price, you know, with like if I'm putting like a company Oracle logo on it or anything like that, I'm charging the same, because my customers are expecting to pay the same amount every single time, but it's going to take me the amount of the same. You guys know what I'm trying to say, right? So what am I trying to say here? So I really do believe that you should have your pricing on there, because it's really going to keep the clients that you want in and push. I really had to think about, you have to think about your cake tastings and who you're actually inviting into your cake business. And thinking that you want the people who are going to come to you to actually want to pay your pricing. And then as you're coming into the cake tasting, you're just talking about design, logistics, inspiration, everything like that. And then taste and price is just something that you do have to talk about. But I think that one thing is, like, if we think that we're going to convince them to work with us after they see that we've done all of this and that, I really don't think that's the way to go, because you could be just wasting a lot of time in your business, and you really want to actually just bring in the people who are going to realistically pay your prices and stuff, because people do look for pricing. I mean, I do talk about, like in my courses, like sell value, upsells with your cakes and everything. You're able to do that, but people are actually working on a budget and everything, and you just really want to invite those clients in. So okay, let me see. Jasmine, I have my base prices on my website, just buttercream and cake, fondant not included. I have my cupcakes, cookies, cake pop prices on there. Doesn't stop anyone from asking, especially when I order. Yeah, Jasmine, it's something to where it's in my, I have in like my email scripts, I sell it in the Cake Biz Boost bundle, but I have like, people ask me like, hey, Kristina, how much for this cake and everything like that. And then I just have a standard copy paste, and I just tell them the price and everything. People don't read. Some people look at the FAQ, some people don't, but people need to be told that. And I have an info guide that I give out to all of my clients or inquiries, whoever's just inquiring about a wedding cake to me. So then they just get a general idea of what it's going to cost. Some people respond back, and some don't, but I just think that's just part of the game and everything. But I do think that during that initial conversations, price does need to be talked about. So then it's just something to where it's unsaid. This is also something I learned from Maggie Austin, is her sister takes care of all the pricing information, like pricing and everything, minimums. So then when they come into the cake tasting, it's just a matter of talking about cake instead of just like pricing and everything. So it really just eases, like Maggie doesn't have to think about that. Her sister handles all the pricing information before they even come in. So it's just like one of those things that we just have to kind of just talk about. And I just think it's just avoiding the customers who aren't going to work with us. So I have base pricing. Hi, Erica. Again, for pricing buttercreams and cookies and things on my website. I also have noted that anything else is custom coded. Yeah, because everything is really customized, and it's hard to say, oh, okay, well, this cake is going to cost you such and such. One person did reach out to me last week, and she said, Kristina, like, I want this cake. How much is it going to cost for me to get something just like this? And it was a cake that I already made like years ago, and I told her what it was going to cost because I knew exactly like the servings, how long. So I just told her how much it was going to cost. I already knew her, so it was just like a little bit of an easier conversation, but I just kind of felt like, hey, it's going to cost this amount. But for everything else, it's just like, well, like, I don't know. And I don't make copycat cakes. It's going to be custom, so we have to talk about that. But this is the range. And I refer people to look on my website and say the cakes that you see on my website have been priced between this cost slice and this cost slice. So, but that was actually before I just stopped doing cost per slice, if that makes sense. I hope that helps. So I've tightened up on the way that I've done my pricing since I've been to DC working with Maggie Austin, and just learning how to actually phrase things a little bit better and just going away from that cost per slice. So then I'm just like, you know what, if you actually want to come and do anything with me, it's going to be a minimum amount of this. And I know what cost per slice that is, but I just say, hey, the order amount is going to be this, because realistically that's what people are looking at, that in final cost and stuff. So I am in the process of working with a web designer on my website and the pricing page. I have naked cake starting at servings in my naked cake. I was just kind of, like you have like the naked cakes, that's awesome. I also saw like one designer I really admire. She has, and she changed this, and I thought it was really interesting because she went to intern at Babette and Bell. And she has like different types of cakes and different designs. So she has like the ranging for like buttercreams, kind of standard, and then like kind of extravagant cakes for what that's going to start. So, that's kind of great. So people realistically, oh, I want a buttercream cake. I want a naked cake. What am I going to be looking at charging? So then people know, should I even reach out to her? Because I do believe that the serious brides, they don't want to waste your time and their time either with like going around tasting a bunch of cakes and everything. People don't really have time like that. I know I don't. Just to taste a whole bunch of random cake designers. They really want to make the best decision before they actually invest their time to work out. And I feel like those initial conversations that you're having, talk about pricing, get it out the way. Some clients aren't going to care. That, oh, okay, I assume that. And some are just going to be like, oh, she's too expensive. I'm going to have to find someone else and everything. And they probably already emailed 5 other designers anyway. So I just really feel it's going to eliminate a lot of drama that we're just really kind of having in our business. And I really don't think that you can do certain type of convincing if you don't tell people what your pricing are in front of you. I mean, in sales, like I've just experienced, hey, this is going to be the price, but this is the value that you get. I had to sell that way, selling high-tech things. So does anyone else have any questions? I mean, those are my 2 cents about it. You just need to have some standards in your business, uphold to them. People are going to pay them. Some people aren't, and that's completely cool. You know, you just really want to invite the people who are going to pay those prices in, and so they have a realistic expectation for, hey, it's going to be about this amount and stuff. So that's my plan to grade my cakes. Don't make a fuss, boutique, couture. Yes. I just really found like simplifying my business strategies, my systems and everything. Who gets to work, you know, who comes in, charging for cake tastings, making that a standard thing and everything. I just found that just streamlining the entire communication process has really been helpful. Hi Ashley, hey. Since I put my prices on the Knot profile and my new site, yes, it does cut back on the back and forth. I still do think, you know, people, hey, you know, about how much this is going to charge. Like, girl, didn't you read? But then, you know, I just have the copy paste available, and I say, you know, here's my info guide and everything. Please refer to this. If you have any additional questions, but I also like leave that to, you know, please let me know, and I just keep that conversation open and everything. And I talked about this before, no strings attached. Don't really feel like you're attached to that customer to coming back and working with you. Just keep it open and just trust that the clients are going to come into your business are going to pay those prices that you're looking to charge and everything. You're just going to start to get in a good flow to where then people are really going to, you're going to start to attract consistently the same type of client over and over again. So does anyone have any questions or anything about that? I thought it was like kind of like, you know, a cool topic. I know it's been a minute since I've talked about it. For those who are late, I am cold. It's like chilly in my place and the air conditioning is not on. So I was like, I put a sweater on in June. If you haven't signed up for my free training, it's pinned to the top. It's an amazing training for how to actually double your bookings, double your cake prices for your business. And I talk about a lot of things about how it's just not like you have to put together a marketing plan, a blueprint plan to actually double your income. I talk about like pricing strategy and everything, what you need to get specific on, because you do need to understand your pricing, and if you're probably not charging enough, that does affect the amount of orders that you're booking and the amount of money that you are making. Hi, Juanita. Welcome. Happy to have you here. So, no one else has any other questions? Then that is cool. I hope this live stream helped. I just think that just be straight and forward. People are going to know if they're going to be able to afford you or not. I do think that people, you know, they work off of a budget just like we do, you know, and you want to avoid the people who are not going to be in your budget, you know, so, and not have time wasters come in. I mean, I've had my experience of time wasters coming into doing a cake tasting and just feeling me out and everything. That I feel like that was a little bit earlier on in my cake career until I just gained more confidence about my pricing, my worth. So then I was able to be a little bit more deliberate into who actually comes for a cake tasting with me. Julia, awesome. Thank you. That was great info. Okay. So, and for everyone who's live, hello. I did share earlier that, you know, I haven't been live in about a week. I just been like doing a lot of like just stuff. But that shouldn't be the case anymore. I just had to like work through a lot of things, and I was like, it needed to get my full attention just to make this environment and everything just better for you all and stuff. Is that Ron's? Am I saying that right? Hello, welcome. So I'm going to sign off. Make sure that you sign up for the live training, and I will see you guys inside the group. See, it wasn't that long of a live stream. I was like, I know it's not going to be that long and everything, but Michelle, You are welcome. Thank you for appreciating that. But thank you, and I'm happy that it really helped you guys. So we're gonna sign off, and I will see you guys later on in the group. Bye.